And thank you all for coming out, joining us today. And I want to say a special thanks to the Senator for coming, and I know his heartfelt condolences to those that have lost their homes out there. Paul, thank you for coming as well. We just got through taking just an aerial tour of the Steiner Ranch area. Obviously one of the most heavily damaged neighborhoods in the immediate area of Austin, and pretty powerful visuals of individuals who've lost everything from the standpoint of their homes and possessions, and it was just important for the Senator and myself to get a first-hand view of the impact of these fires on our citizens' lives. And you get a pretty good perspective from the air about the area that's impacted, and the magnitude of these losses are pretty stunning. Some 1,000 homes that we've lost across the state. We're over 100,000 acres of new fires. Even with this tragedy, the good news is that there are no lives lost in these neighborhoods. Yesterday when we were in Bastrop, we saw the extent of damage that's suffered throughout this area of Central Texas, and I made the comment that it's one of the meanest fires that I've ever seen, and what my characterization was that this fire, just the dark clouds of, whether it was a automobile or a home or a propane tank that had exploded, and you just don't, you see when we have fires of this type, you normally would see white smoke, and these, they're interspersed with substantial amounts of black smoke, which is unfortunately homes and people's possessions, lifetimes people's collections being lost. But again, no lives have been lost at this particular point in time. Across the state, we've had, as I shared with you, over 1,000 homes have been destroyed. We got a lot of Texans living in shelters now, living with friends, and a reflection of Texans taking care of Texans. It's what they do, living with friends and loved ones, and in some cases, rank strangers taking care of people they never met before. And it's a storyline that we've seen too many times across our state this year. Some 3.6 million acres now have been burned since fire season started in last December. That landmass is equal to approximately the size of the state of Connecticut. As these dry conditions persist, it's pretty easy to forget the potential devastation from one careless act, and as we have said a number of times over the past week, it bears repeating. Texans need to really be careful as they go outside in any activities that could cause a brush fire, and at this point we're just urging people to avoid any outdoor activity which could conceivably start a fire. It's just too dry to take any action that could cause one of these massive fires to get started.